Hello everybody, Captain Thief with, well, there's this disc that I had that when my family bought another GameCube came with it, called Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition or something like that, and it's got like a couple of Nintendo 64 games and a couple of NES games, which I kind of forgot about until just now, so, you know, these are definitely on the table if I feel like it. Anyway, so I was thinking about playing some Majora's Mask. In fact, I might just do everything on this disc, because, you know, I have it. Except, you know, the retrospective, this whole thing, I mean, this is supposed to mostly be a demo disc for Wind Waker, drum up some hype for it or whatever. But it's also really cool because it gives you Ocarina of Time Master Quest, which rearranges the dungeons a bit. And Majora's Mask, which was actually a pretty cool game in my opinion. We're going to go ahead and jump right on into this with my completely legit GameCube or whatever. I mean, I do own this disc, you know, don't at me or whatever. As the kids are fond of saying these days. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting around back to Luigi's Mansion sooner or later, but I just don't know. I want to do some of this first, if at all possible. I'm going to go ahead and let the mask fly into her face. Ow! Speaking of, I don't have this perfectly synced, so just shut up. Alright, myself, that is. I'm going to go ahead and let this intro play because, honestly, I think it's pretty good, and I think it introduces the game pretty well, at least in my opinion. Oh, speaking of, this is a GameCube disc that is emulating the Nintendo 64 game, so there will be slowdown. The game just gave us a warning about that. It's just what's going to happen. There's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. Except maybe play Majora's Mask 3D on the 3DS, but I don't own that yet, and I'm not sure how to go about recording it anyway. There will be some slowdown and some stalls in the music when changing areas, though. That mouth is way too detailed. So why am I getting into playing some of the Zelda games? Is it with the whole Nintendo thing? Guys, come on, you know me. I was playing the Link to the Past Super Metroid thing shortly before that happened. It wasn't so much that, you know, I was letting Nintendo stop me. It was just, whatever. And, you know, all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, I could be playing some Majora's Mask. Maybe some Ocarina of Time. I'm not so sure about Ocarina of Time because, you know, a lot of people are fans of that game, but, you know, they're used to seeing people play that incredibly, incredibly well. Beating it in under like 4 minutes or something ridiculous like that. I don't know. I'm just going to play something that I know about. I kind of have a bit more fun playing this. I feel a bit more accomplished from playing Ocarina of Time. And I have the most fun / relaxation while playing Wind Waker. So, you know, if that tells you anything about my preferences for Zelda games, let that be. Music's getting sinister. Yeah. That face freaked me out as a kid. Or however old I was. Alright. So that kind of introduces the game in a way that's like, if you know what's going on, you know, it tells you everything that's going on, but if you have no idea what's going on, it doesn't elaborate at all. This is kind of cool. It only gives you 2 save files in the North American version, or, well, I guess the West version, but in the Japanese version you get 3 files. The difference being that we can save at owl statues on the American version. Can't do that in the Japanese version. I'm guessing it's the same with PAL or the PAL version. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and pick file 1 and screw up on spelling my name correctly. That's kind of weird. I thought my D-pad worked. I guess it doesn't. Whatever. You know, it's one of those things. The Nintendo 64 was all about teaching people about using sticks and not D-pads. Please don't hate me for pointing this out, but I really don't like that kerning between the P and the T there. Whatever. If you hate somebody, teach them to recognize bad kerning. That's what XKCD always taught me. Look, 0 rupees, 0 heart pieces, no masks, and 3 hearts. Let's get into it. No, I don't know what happened to all of Link's stuff right after Ocarina of Time. In the land of Hyrule, there echoes a legend held dearly by the royal family that tells of a boy. A boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that had made him a legend. Yes, this is like one of the first Zelda games that actually tries to be a sequel. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey, besides, Zelda 2 Adventure Link. A journey in search of a beloved and valuable friend. A friend with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends. Yeah. This is right after Ocarina of Time. I mean, until now, it kind of felt like the Zelda games were just, alternate time, alternate dimensions. A Link here, again, there, a Zelda there. But this time it's actually kind of sequelizing, because this happens right after Ocarina of Time, and it's the same Link. It's not like, oh, another Link, another world, another dimension, or whatever. In fact, it wouldn't be until slightly before Breath of the Wild came out, which is not that long ago, that they actually decided, hey, you know what, let's link all these things together with a timeline. Maybe they've had that timeline ever since the beginning. I don't know. We're gonna get trounced by some fairies, though. Ow. Yes, I can survive 40-foot falls, but falling off a horse, that's gonna knock me out for about 20 minutes and let just anybody steal my stuff. That's not his real face, by the way. I should point that out. There we go. You two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. I wonder if he recognized Link. I think we saw him in Ocarina of Time, so maybe he knows that Link's a hero. I don't know. I can't assume all the Skull Children are the same person. Skull Children? I don't know. What's the proper plural? Ooh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skull Kid, let me touch it. I want to see. You can leave it on the screen. He'll just keep playing it poorly. But we're going to leave it at 2. 3. You can't tail. What would we do if you dropped it and broke it? No way. You can't touch it. Aw, but sis, why can't I try it out too? Can you even hold the thing is my question. Yeah. Strangle him. No. Epona, kick him off like you kicked me off. Just do that thing. It's been so long since I played this. I'm really looking forward to it. And I definitely plan on this not being another series that I just kind of drop in the middle. I rarely do that. And, the ones I have, I plan on going back and fixing. I mean, goodness, guys. Rogue Legacy, I came back and finished that achievement. You gotta give me some credits. Alright, time for gameplay to begin. Just like Ocarina of Time controls, except, we're young Link at all times. I do want to point out that, this is basically just how the game runs. Unless you're playing on a legit 64, it's just a GameCube thing. It's just how GameCube doesn't fit into the whole Nintendo 64 operating system, guys. So, yeah, sorry about that. I am doing the best I can, though, and trying to make sure that everything runs appropriately. Not bad. 12 roops. 12 roops out of the shrubbery. You can wait, Epona. Right now, Daddy's getting rich. Let's see. Okay, that fall must have really knocked me out because I've forgotten how to charge my sword. Also, the sword doesn't look right when he's holding it behind him. It looks like some sort of a police baton. I don't know. At least from a certain angle. I don't know. Oh. One more rupee. Okay, I'm still remembering how this works. They gave a bit more acrobatic flipping to the jump cycle, which I approve of. I think I fall in. Yeah, this is where I fall. I'll survive this 50-foot fall. I'm not sure exactly what all these mean. I don't think each of them is a mask, so to speak, especially since there's so many repeats, but something. Someone who knows more about this game than I do can point it out. Alright, Link, your audition starts now. What's with that stupid horse of yours? It didn't listen to a word that's said to it. There's no point in writing a thing like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it, hee hee. Aw, boo-hoo, why the sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come now. Do you really think you can beat me as far as I am now? Fool. That's a little freaky. Fun fact, this part was actually inspired by one of the devs who was overworked while making this very game and actually had nightmares of being swarmed by Deku shrubs. At least that's what I heard. You know, I've heard a lot of things, and they've turned out to be wrong, so, you know, take this for what it's worth. Just dance with them, Link. No, wait, it was that he was being chased by a giant one. That's it, yeah. I think we just killed somebody. I'll get more into that later. Oh no! Could be worse. Hee hee, now that's a good look for you. You'll stay here looking that way forever. Yeah, fly backward, a-hole. I'm coming after you. Smack, smack, smack. I had not heard that raspberry the first time. I didn't know it did that. It's a sis. Closed door. The game's first conflict. Whoa, whoa, Skullkid, wait for me. I'm still here. Tail, you can't leave without me. Smack. You! If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. Well, don't just sit there, Deku boy, do something. Why are you looking at me like that? What is there something stuck in my face? Will you stop staring and... Yeah, it says staring. And just open the door for me? Please, come on, a helpless little girl's asking you, so hurry up. Oh, Tail, I wonder if that child will be alright on his own. More rupees. Oh, it's more of the alive shrubbery. I think you get a 20 if you can break them all in one go, but that's like really hard to do. You can't just walk up to it and hit A? Alright. Okay. I like how for the GameCube version they switched the buttons though. Hey, wait for me, don't leave me behind. So, that stuff back there, I apologize, so take me with you. You want to know about the Skull Kid who just ran off, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you and I'll help you out, deal? Please? Yeah, she will be this game's navvy. Good, so then it's settled. Now then, I'll be your partner, at least until we catch that Skull Kid. My name's Tattle, so, it's nice to meet you, or whatever. Yeah, Tattle and Tail. Now that we've got all that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? If I figure something out, press that. Okay. Hopefully you'll manage to get by without my help until then. Yeah, I can definitely do that. I won't be calling on Tattle very often. Again, Skull Kid, I'm planning my blood revenge against you, but first, Cappy wants to get rich. Okay, I think I killed them all in one go. Why didn't I get a red rupee? I know I've gotten a red rupee before from breaking it all in one go, but I'm fairly certain I was young Link at the time and I had the spin ability. So how are episodes going to work on this one, Cappy? That's a great question, Emperor of Mankind, who for some reason I made sound like an overexcited young child. The answer to that is I think I'm just going to make every episode one time reset long, which actually might be a bit too long. I'll have to see about that. I might actually want to cut it down a bit. I mean, I know people have liked when I upload 2-hour-long episodes, because then they can just watch, I don't know, 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there, and just continue on whenever they feel like it. But, I don't know, it just kind of feels like I don't accomplish as much, because, you know, It's really screwed up. But if I get 5 15-minute episodes done in a week, I feel accomplished. If I get 1 2-hour episode accomplished in a week, even though I got more time done, I don't feel as accomplished. And what's even more screwy is that I actually had less work to do because there were less thumbnails evolved. Hey you, come on, press L and talk to me. Oh, okay, so I can talk to him. There you go, see, you can do it if you try. When I fly over to people or objects, press L to look at them if you can talk to them. Okay, that's cool. Look straight ahead. Okay, come to this tree and check it out. This tree was a Deku Shrub person thing, and now he's dead. We'll talk more about this later, but we won't be coming back here ever again. It's strange, but by the way you look right now, it sort of looks like this tree. It looks all dark and gloomy, almost like it could start crying any second now. How sad. Yes. That's somebody's son, people, and we'll meet that father later on, and it's really sad. I don't know. Memories of Forest Temple. This game is a real head trip, and I love it. That door is going to close and never open again. But, Captain, you can clip through the door if you bomb and blah, 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 blah. No, we won't be doing that. I have no idea how to do that. You're just mad that you can't do it. Yeah, okay. We can always come back down here again, but we probably won't. There's not a whole lot down here. This is really just an entrance. Alright, let's meet the other major character of the game. Mr. Guy. Right here. You've met it with a terrible fate, haven't you? I promise I'm going to keep the Ben Drown jokes to a minimum, but I cannot really deliver on that promise, as you'll see. I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. I think this is the only character, besides Link and Epona and maybe the Skull Kid, that's also from OOT. This has to be the same guy, I believe. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I found you. Now, don't think me rude, but I have been following you. So did you see all that? Where were you? For I know of a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. Now keep that in mind, guys. That's the deal. All we have to do is get this precious item back, and he'll return us to normal. One sec, I need to check my... Okay, cool. It's still doing... Cool. In exchange, all I ask is that you also get back my precious mask that the imp stole from me. Okay, so never mind. This is the deal. We do have to get the mask. What? Is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should by no means be a difficult task. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back here to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I'm counting on you. We do need the precious item that was stolen from us, Epona's face. No, the Ocarina, to transform back. It's kind of a cool plot. I really like this game. I really dig it. I'm not sure if the whole thing is a coma fantasy or insert fan theory here. I do want to reiterate that this is a Nintendo 64 game that's running on a GameCube, so there are problems. The game has warned us of this, and the most problems happen in this very town, Clock Town. He gives me the creeps, that mask salesman was sorry, just thinking aloud. But 3 days, even if we never sleep, that still leaves us with a measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. We're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. Go to the shrine near the North Gate. You'll find the Great Fairy in there. Okay. Now, as somebody who knows quite a bit about how this game is played, I'm just going to kind of, not really rush through it, but I know where to go and all that stuff. You'll get a bit more of an exploratory experience than somebody who's speedrunning the game and can just bomb jump up to this or that or the other thing. What's hilarious, though, is really all we're trying to do is get up there. And if we could get up there, I think all we would have to do is wait until the final day and we could, do the thing that we need to do. But instead, we're going to go on a 20-part quest to do a whole bunch of things. Yes, the music slowdown is normal. It's the GameCube version of the Nintendo 64 game. In some ways, I'm running the game a bit better than you would expect, but in others, not so much. Okay, this is Tingle. I'm going to go ahead and buy a map from him because I love maps. What's this green clothes, white fairy? Sir, could you be by chance to be a forest fairy? Oh my. My name is Tingle. I think I am the same as you, sir, a forest fairy. Alas, though I am already age 35. Oh god, that's way too close to my age. I didn't just give that away. I could be 23 years old, guys, and still be way too close to that guy's age. No fairy has come to me yet. My father tells me to grow up and act my age, but why? I tell you, Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy. Now, while I stand here waiting for a fairy of my own, I sell maps to help out my father. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like filial piety. F-I-L-I-A-L-P-I-E-T-Y. Lucky, you're so lucky to have a fairy. I know. We should be friends. Yes. In exchange, I will sell you a map for cheap as a sign of my friendship. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? Yes, definitely Clocktown. For 5 rupees, that's really good. Yippee. I should tell you about a core mechanic of this game, is that we will be resetting time every so often. Well, call again. Tingle, Kula, Limpa. These are the magic words that Tingle created himself. Don't steal them. Or face a Nintendo copyright. When you reset time, you lose everything. Everything goes back to normal. You lose all your rupees, your bombs and stuff. Except you keep a lot of good things too, like your bomb capacity, or like magical items like bottles and songs and other stuff. He's not turning into a balloon yet, as those who play Smash Bros. Melee might expect, because, well, the game is taking pity on us because we can't shoot him back down yet. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and see the Great Fairy, who, nothing terrible has happened to her at all. Definitely not. Oh no, the Great Fairy! Gee, I wish when someone slaughtered me, I just turned into 14 miniature versions of myself. Young one, please hear my plea. I've been broken and scattered to pieces by the masked skull kid. Please find the one stray fairy lost in town and bring her to this fairy fountain. I mean, seriously. Well, okay, we're getting to some weird areas when we're talking about, being killed and then you just turn into 20 little miniature versions of yourself. But, hey. So, in case you couldn't tell, the 3-day time limit is not just about the masked salesman leaving. It's also about the moon crashing into the town, which is going to be great. You right there, game? I think it's doing fine. It's doing fine. I'm tempted to buy this other map from Tingle. The thing is, he sells it for cheaper the closer you are to the actual place. I think it's the map to the swamp, and if you're actually at the swamp, he'll sell it for a very reduced price. And it doesn't really make sense to me from a business perspective, but hey, you do you. But there's a couple other things we can do with 40 rupees, even this early in the game, so I'm not going to do that. Especially since the swamp map is not going to help me for a while yet. Okay, there actually is a reason to buy the swamp map a little early, and that is that Tingle doesn't actually sell it to you until you're at the foot of the dungeon, or at least pretty close, which means you don't get to use it until you've basically already gone through the entire thing. So, that is a trade-off, and I love trade-offs. I think trade-offs are the things that make games games. Let's go and smack this bell. Sup, dude? Are you a big fan of Pikachu? Or is that Renamon? Come on. Let me through. We can hang out. Whatever. Can I make it? Please hear my plea. The masked skull kid has broken me apart and scattered my pieces. Yes. Alright, I just barely made it. I think the 3DS versions of this is probably better, especially with the frame rate and no slowdown. And the effects are probably pretty cool. But I'm sorry, this This moon is a lot better looking. And there's a couple other things too. I think they remove the ability of you to just go ahead and spin quickly into the water, which actually makes part of the game really hard. It's kind of scary. Well, not scary, but weird. Let's go to the Great Fairy up there. Let's go ahead and fix her up. And, well, you know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and start this cinematic. Just real quick. What's up, dude? Wait, hang on. Yes, we're going to have to use that thing in order to do stuff. So, yeah, I had to do this. This is my private property. Don't try using it when I'm not around. I've already sold out of my wares and the carnival hasn't even begun. I'm thinking of closing up shop so I can buy a gift for my wife and return to her in my village. I've heard that a stone called the Moon's Tear shines brighter than any other in the land. If you got one, I'd really like to get it from you. My wife would love it. If you give it to me, I'll give you my spot here. Deku flower included. I don't have one. Do you have one? You're a Deku scrub, so you know just how convenient a Deku flower can be. If you don't hurry, I'll give it to another Deku scrub. The early scrub gets the nuts. Please never say that again. Ow. At least that didn't actually damage me. There's only like one thing in all of Clocktown that can actually hurt you. I think. Anyway, yeah. So that's part of the quest. We gotta find this guy a Moon's Tear stone thing. Gemstone. I think we'll call it an ep as soon as I've reset time the first time, which won't take long, actually. Dang it, I wanted to get 50. Oh well. So that should be an hour-long episode, which is not too bad. I think that's about convenient. Like I said, I would really like to do a whole bunch of smaller episodes than one really long one every time. I know I could probably just Rico and Jeeves it and like turn long episodes into short episodes by removing all the boring parts. But I try to make sure that I don't have any boring parts. So that's not to say that other people do have boring parts. It's like I need to know when I'm being boring because that's the part that I need to practice on. Yeah, now she's turned into that. Or revived back into that. Tattle and you, young one of the altered shape. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I'm the Great Fairy of Magic. I thought that masked child was helping me and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic power as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it. So basically anything that you collect as like an item that's not rupees, bombs, or you know, something that you actually use, you get to keep between you know, time resets. You'd think she'd have the power to, you know, return me back to normal, but I don't know. The game's more interesting this way, I guess. You've been granted magic power, and your current form, press B to shoot bubble blasts. Press and hold B to blow a big bubble. Yes, and it uses magic power, replenished with jars and potions and whatnot. Okay. The man who lives in the observatory outside of town may know of the Skull Kid's whereabouts, but be careful. You must not underestimate the child's powers, kind young one. If ever you are returned to your former shape, come see me, I shall give you more help. Okay, I did not know that. I thought we were done here. But, you know, when we return to normal, which won't be until next reset, we'll come back. And we'll get something extra, I think. But for now, we get the ability to shoot. Can I shoot from here? Game, come on. I think if I blow it up just enough, yeah, it doesn't matter how far or close away. You know, if you could be point blank and it will impress this guy. Jim, I think. Boom. Whoa. Alright, dude. Talk to me. Are you the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for a Deku scrub. We bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. You need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you're getting it that easily. I can't just tell you what the code is. You'll have to pass my test first. I'm ready. Alright, line up, guys. Time for a game of hide and tag. Yeah, I said that. If you find all 5 of us by tomorrow morning, I'll teach you the code. Are you ready? What is cloning done? Or what is science done? I don't know. Maybe these kids are an allegory for the developers of this game. Like the red one is Shigeru Miyamoto. Yes, I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And Nah, it probably doesn't matter. Calm down, guys. Gotcha. Alright, only 4 left. And if you talk to them, they always say the same thing. I didn't think you'd come here. I mean, I didn't think you'd come over here. I know, I keep hitting these shrubs for rupees, but, you know, you always get a 1 rupee, so it's kind of worth it, in my opinion. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, hi. There he is. American version, he makes like a bubbling noise when he runs. In the Japanese version, he doesn't make any sound at all. Didn't he say we have to find them, or get all 5 of them before tomorrow morning? So, you know, that kind of gives me a slight time limit here. I'm not sure what happens if you don't. Yep. Really? What a surprise. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. There's no music at night, guys. I think they'll always be in the same place, though, so let's see if we can get him now. There he is. Howl. Alright. Oh, you got me now. There's only 3 left. I'll just let you, you know, hang out with this burglar. I'm not doing anything suspicious, really. I've tried before, and there's no way to stop the burglar unless you actually have a sword. So, you know, we can watch him, you know, rob from somebody, but let's not do that. Not this time. Okay, so we got 2 out of 5. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can find more in East Clocktown. I think there's at least one here that's holding onto a chicken. Oh, sorry. I mean cuckoo. Cuckoo. Cuckoo? Isn't it C-U-C-C-O-O or something? I don't even know. Don't worry. The game's just, you know, being awesome. This is the guy who will let you in if you know the code. I think I remember the code once upon a time being this. Okay. Whatever. Stop talking to me. Okay, so our next mission is to get to the guy in the observatory, but we can't get there because it's, you know, outside of town, but there's a secret passageway, you know, with these kids and that yellow guy who's blocking the way. Or yellow-hatted guy, I should say. So, let's go ahead and just try and get this guy. Please don't run out of bounds. That's such a cheat. I don't know if they can run into the hotel. I apparently smacked him. Okay, there's 2 left. Cool beans, dude. Break. Oh, hey, destroying property pays off. Let's keep that. Oh, hey, there's another one. You two. If I caught you, you could have both been stood there and you'd have to talk it out. You could admire how awesome I am. Oh, you caught me. Now there's only 1 left. Alright, apparently they've been clustering these guys a lot closer than I expected. What to do with my money? I know what I want to do with my money. There's actually a store in this part of town. I don't think there's a kid in the central part. I think there's a kid here. Let me see. Yeah, I see one. Right there. West Clocktown. I have until tomorrow morning, but let's go ahead and catch that kid right now. It's this store. It's only open at night. Specifically 10 p.m. So we'll just go ahead and hit this kid real quick. Don't take that out of context. And... oh, no way. You finally got me. Whoops. I forgot about this warping part. You're pretty good for a Deku scrub. If only you were human. Wow. They can't make this game today. Oh, wait, they did. Then I could give you an original Bomber's Notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think? No way, no scrubs. Aw, just like the StarCraft team I tried to join. I guess not. Once we let some kid who wasn't human join our gang, and boy, did we ever regret it. Sorry. But I'll teach you the code just like I promised. I can tell you only once, though, so pay close attention. Are you ready? 1, 3, 2, 5, 4. 1, 3, 2, 5, 4. The code is 13254. The entrance to our hideout is in East Clocktown. I'd like to watch a speedrun of this game. I've never done that before. I wonder if they just happen to like know the 3 possible codes it could be, and they just try all 3 of those, or however many of them. I'm guessing there's 10. Hey, I got all the things. Robbery doesn't happen until midnight. Let's go ahead and go back to West Clocktown and see if we can buy something from the Curiosity Shop for 73. Or if he'll even sell to us. There's actually a lot of places that are like, go away, you're a Deku scrub, I don't care. It's kind of weird. I mean, they don't discriminate against Link for being a kid, but they're like, you're just a kid when you're a Deku scrub. So, yeah, I don't know. You got anything? Hey, boy, shouldn't you be with your parents? Go on, get. Alright. Awesome. So wait. Yeah. That guy's usually behind this desk, actually. Welcome, huh? Hey, you're just a Deku Scrub kid. Yep, won't sell anything to us. And that's fine, I don't really need to buy anything anyway. But somebody I do want to make the acquaintance of, actually, is this guy right here. Hey there, little guy, won't you deposit some rupees? Nowadays, even if people have money, they don't deposit any. Nothing. So for a limited time, I'll give you a special gift based on how much you deposit. For example, if you deposit 200 rupees, you'll get an item that holds a lot of rupees. Oh, I like that. I love wallet expansions. I know some people may find them annoying from Ocarina of Time, but I don't know. It's anything that kind of limits money in some way makes it a bit more interesting. Seriously, that's a lot. So, little guy, what's your name? Captain, is it? Got it. I won't forget your deposits. Let me stamp you with my special ink. Hey, relax. It won't leave any marks, and it's not going to hurt. There. Now I'll know when you. Now I'll know you when I see you. All right, little guy. Now I've just got a total of 73 rupees from you. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Now, I'm not sure how that guy works, but the bank deposit will save between time resets. Somehow. I'm not sure how, but somehow. There's 2 different theories that I have that could explain this. The first being that the ink is somehow magical and isn't affected by time in some way. Which is an interesting property, you know, it would kind of make it, you know, a Harry Potter-esque item, I would say. Another one is actually a far more disturbing theory, is that items are affected by time travel, but memories are not. And thus that guy's memory is not altered. Ah, the thief's gone. He must have stolen that lady's thing. Anyway, yeah, so this might explain why people have that whole Berenstain Bear thing. Because somebody went back in time and changed things, but our memories remain the same. So I remember Berenstain, not Berenstain. Oh, jeez, what was this? 132? 54? Whoops. I didn't intentionally get that wrong, guys. Alright. 1, 3, 2, 5, 4. Alright. There we go. Thank you, Theodore. There's a lot of cool stuff at that telescope guy's place. Oh, yeah, and the Bomber's Secret Society of Justice Forever. So, yeah, you know, that might explain the whole thing, but frankly, I kind of like that theory of time travel, that your memory is not altered, but everything else is. Because then what do you know? How do you know what's real and what's not, or what used to be no longer is? Stuff like that. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. When you're like this, you can like swing right before you hit the water, and well, okay, not like this, but like just whoosh, and it gives you a real big boost. Whereas in ow. Oh, this is the one thing in the whole town that can hurt you. And now it's dead. Whereas in, I think, the 3DS remake, you just, you can only walk into the water. You can't, it doesn't speed you up to do that. I don't know why they did it that way, okay? Stop asking me questions. Alright, cool. Okay, so the magic's obviously here so we can, you know, break open that balloon. And we also got a free heart. I just want to see how long it's been. 40 minutes. Okay, we're making actually pretty good time. This Scarecrow is actually a very useful helper, because if we talk to him, he'll teach us two things. The song that makes the time go forward, and a song that makes time slow down. And if we ask him nicely, he'll like dance with us, and then we will go to the next day or next night. Which is something I really want to do, because I don't want to wait until the final day, which is something you gotta do. Alright, so let's talk to this guy. Well, a strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the Bombers gang? Your manners seem much better than those of your mischievous friend from the other day. Yeah, how do you know he's my friend? Herp, herp, herp. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. So what stopped him? Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Will you gaze in the telescope? Yes. Somehow this thing is going to bend at impossible angles, by the way. Not yet, but soon. Ah, there he is. I'm not sure why he, like, makes this happen, or if this is part of his doing. I mean, if anything, this only helps me. The tower's not supposed to go down this far. It can't reach this kind of angle, guys. Yeah, okay, just go ahead and spank like a monkey or whatever. What's up, Moon? How you doing? There we go, that's how I quit. Cool. Well, did you find that troublemaker and that loud noise? What was that? Perhaps another moon's tear has fallen nearby. Go through that door and take a look outside. But I wonder how that troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. The only way up there is through the clock door, and that opens only on the eve of the carnival, which is the final night. Yes, the screen is shrinking to let me know that the day is going to switch soon to day 2. We shall let that happen. I might as well pick this up. You got the moon's tear at Sparkling Beauty rates rather strangely. Okay, cool. Let's get back in. There's not really much we can do out here. There's a whole bunch of gate. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go back out there. I want to see something. This is actually the first time you're allowed to be outside of Clocktown. So there's Clocktown. Encompassed in that little circular place over there. And we're outside. Is there anything I can do back here, maybe? No. There's a mask. Game, no slowdown, please. I think if you hit it with your sword, it will tell you what time it is. It's kind of helpful in this game, and not so helpful in the previous game. Cool, it's raining. It always rains on the second day. That's just how time works, guys. Alright, cool. Did the grass regrow? Or rather the pots. The pots full of blue rupee. Oh, that's so good. That is very handy. Thank you. Thank you for this. Alright, we'll use a scarecrow later. I want to get everything done before we start doing that kind of stuff. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do that thing I said. I was just going to say, though, that since the day just switched over, I really might as well make it the final night. Just so we can get things moving along. But, oh shoot. Okay, cool. If you fall in the water on the 5th bounce, you just kind of like take a fall damage, I think. Speaking of, I really like how Zelda handles fall damage. It's not like, oh, you fell and died and you're dead forever and all your health is gone. Like certain games I know. This one's more like, oh, I'm going to take a whole heart and maybe respawn some enemies or, you know, reset the room a bit. I think the past wasn't like that, though. Yep. That's just how the music works in a GameCube game that's, here we go. Yeah, this is what's preventing us from leaving town. 4 guards on 4 sides of the thing. Stop right there, Deku Scrub. Do you intend to return to the swamp alone? It's dangerous outside the town walls, so I cannot allow a child like you to leave unaccompanied. You're not allowed to pass through here without an adult or until you are old enough to carry a weapon. Yeah, alright. Are you telling me it's dangerous to go alone? Take this. Let's go ahead and equip this. Ooh. I got nuts. Let's equip this, though. Alright, you. Can I just give it to you right here? Ah, that stone. You must hand it over to me. In exchange, I'll give you my spot here. Deku flower included. Yes? Well, it didn't give me an option. Just, kind of did it. I'm fine with that. Land title deed. You really helped me out. Now I have the perfect souvenir for my wife. She hasn't set eyes on a jewel or strange sparkling stone like this in a very long time. The title deed for this spot should be in high demand among Deku Scrubs, but you already know that. You don't need it anymore. You can always sell it. If you don't need it anymore. Okay. Speaking of time slowing and time speeding up, how am I going to do that? I don't think I'm going to do the time slowing in most cases. Time slowing is just kind of a crutch. I want to beat the dungeons, the whole time thing in Majora's Mask is kind of a thing that's meant to give you an incentive to go quickly, or try to get things figured out. Whereas if you slow down time, it gives you twice as much time. Kind of makes it easier. There are reasons to slow down time for convenience, like, trying to get from point A to point B, but let's do point C and D on its way over. The door to the clock tower opens only once a year at midnight on the eve of the carnival. Okay, cool. We got to wait until midnight on the final night, which means we can either spend a whole bunch of time doing not a whole lot in Clocktown, actually. I mean, there's some things to do, but mostly they're there for young Link, not for Deku Scrub Link. Curiosity shop, let's not do that. That guy won't sell to us. Let's try this here bomb store. Alright, you guys selling anything? You can't use any of them, but feel free to look around. Bombs? Bomb shoes? Ah, bomb bag for 50 rupees, and they'll let me buy that? Now I'm kind of curious. Maybe a fireworks show. Okay, cool. I'm sure that as the bomb shop owner, he's probably the one in charge of the fireworks, actually. Just taking a drink of very, very cold coffee. But it tastes alright. That's the mailman's house, right? Currently out delivering mail. Please wait a while. Okay. Will do. This is a sword dojo. I really shouldn't, or, I don't need to go in there without a sword. Did the mailman just go in? I want to see him. I want to see him. Post office. This is... Okay. Speak. This is a problem. A real problem. Not a single letter was mailed. What should I do this afternoon? I wish someone would tell me. Okay. I wish I was as time organized as this guy. This week's schedule: morning collection, afternoon delivery, evening practice. This week's motto: don't slack off. The heavens and the wife are watching. Mayor Dotor. Alright. What's this about? I forgot what this was. A lottery shop. Let me see. Would you like a chance to buy your dreams for 10 rupees? Pick any 3 numbers, and if they're picked, you'll win 50 rupees. It's only for the first person. I'm going to forget if I try it. Too bad, now's your chance. I'm thinking about getting the bomb bag, if anything. I also want to deposit enough rupees at the bank in order for him to upgrade my wallet. I think that's what he's going to do. So we got time now. I know where... Well, no. Let's get enough rupees first, 50 rupees to be exact, to get the bomb bag, and then skip to the last day. Alright. 8's not bad. It's just going to take 3 trials anyway. It just is how it is. At least I can respawn the grass at a moment's notice. Switching zones is hell on the music for this game, but that's how it is. Yeah, this disc was available in other places. It was available in Japan, if you were part of the Nintendo Club, or whatever that means. I'm not sure exactly what that means. For like 150 points or something. It was available in the UK if you bought a certain package. I forgot. I remember it being available in Australia. I've never lived in Australia. I was just reading this off the wiki, guys. It was available in Australia if you bought like 2 of 6 particular games, and they would give you this for free. I think, these are all good ideas. I think the UK one was packaged with like Mario Party 5 or something. I don't know. For us in the States, though, we had to buy an entire GameCube. But hey, my family has 3 or 4 GameCubes. You can never have enough. I mean, those things are sturdy. It's just that we all had our own gaming wants, and we didn't. Well, we could share, but like, how on earth are you going to play this, that, and the other thing all at the same time? You're not. You're just not. I think my family was a much bigger Nintendo fans back then than they are today. We actually skipped the Wii U, and we only just now got a Switch, and it's actually over there right across from me still in its box. Mostly because, we don't have any games that I feel like playing on it yet. I know, Emperor of Mankind, you're playing Breath of the Wild. That's cool. All I've got is Kirby Star Allies, okay? Shush. Risky is a Kirby fan, and that's what he wants to do. I'll just get Breath of the Wild later, and maybe one of the Heroes games. I haven't decided which one. Heroes is in Dynasty Warriors Heroes. It's either Hyrule Warriors or Fire Emblem Warriors. I could see either one, but I don't want it to be one because I've only got the stomach for one Dynasty Warriors game at a time. It's kind of like birthday cake, guys. You only want to eat it once a year. Alright, so let's go ahead and press forward on the time. Yes, I have 1 rupee. Yes, I could deposit it. No, I'm not going to yet. Because you'll see. You'll see. You'll all see. By the way, the bank guy is the beggar guy from the first Ocarina of Time. We don't want to talk to him. We actually want to talk to the Scarecrow here. Oh, hey, there's a pot. Can I get up there? Yeah. What's in it? Just 1 rupee, okay. Let's go and talk to him. Yo, hey baby, I'm a styling scarecrow wandering in search of pleasant music. Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. Dance until night. Shall we dance? You gotta hit yes. So we'll do that. Now he's gonna play some copyrighted music while I drink some coffee. While this is going on, I'm gonna check on how long it's been. 53 minutes, okay. I was aiming for about an hour for this. Oh no, he's turning into a werewolf. He's howling. Alright, night of the second day. I'm still full of energy. We can dance till dawn. Yeah, do it up, dude. Okay. So, one thing that I kind of like about games is when they have some sort of natural progression to them, where something in the background that's progressing. And in this game, there's something going on in the middle of town where they're building a tower, which I think is kind of cool. You see it building up every day a little higher. Went by an instant. Let's forget that time and dance till night. Yeah, let's dance till night. Why not? Hang on, my ears hurt. I'm gonna lift them off lift my headset off my ears for a sec, just so I can get some circulation in my ears again. Okay, that feels better. Alright. Yeah, I don't need to make the werewolf joke again. Oh yeah, how was it? It went by an instant. I'm so full of energy, but outside it seems to have gotten kind of dangerous. Yikes, I'm getting out of town. Take care. I know of a mysterious song that allows you to manipulate the flow of time. Would you like to learn it? Yeah, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Oh yeah, now listen up. It seems that if you play that mysterious song backwards, you can slow the passage of time. If you play each note twice in a row, you can move a half day forward through time. How's that? Pretty interesting, isn't it? If you learn a new song, come try it on me. Until then, I'll see you later, baby. Now that, Song of Slow Time, or whatever you want to call it, is actually really interesting to me because it's so useful. You'd think it'd be a super secret, or it's so useful that, noobs would want to use it, or noobs should use it, that you think that'd be actually part of the tutorial. And yet they put it on that Scarecrow guy. Now, we don't have to talk to that scarecrow, guys. We could have just played this game normally and just kind of wandered around town the whole time. How you doing? Hey, Decker Kid, you waiting for us to finish the bridge from the festival tower to the clock tower entrance up there? Sorry, my apprentices panicked and ran away. This is all we get for a festival tower. It's not quite tall enough, is it? Sheesh. Even if we went to the top of the festival tower, we wouldn't be able to get up the clock tower entrance. I apologize for all this. I wish I could scare that moon away. Yeah, it's getting closer every day. That's another natural progression thing. It's really close now. Anyway, what was I talking about? Well, oh crap, I might have done this wrong. I think we're supposed to get on top of the tower just before nightfall. And then, like, the third story will build underneath us somehow, and we can get up there. See, I'm not going to make it. Oh, I do make it. Awesome. What do you have to say, Tattle? Door to the clock tower, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what's in here? Piece of heart, piece of heart, piece of heart. 50 roops. Okay. Yeah. We got time. Nothing's going to happen until midnight. We're either just going to wait until then, or we're going to farm some rupees. And guys, let me tell you, I feel like farming some rupees. I'm not sure if the Curiosity Shop will ever have anything while you're Deku Link. Maybe, maybe not. Captain, do you want to buy the swamp map? It might be useful. Yes, I do. Okay. Which bubble am I popping? Wait, where is he? He's not here. Okay, maybe he left on the final day, or maybe he is... I don't know. I think he could be at the laundry place, right? The laundry pool is what it's called. Let's have a look. I keep the maps forever, so, you know, I really like using money to buy permanent things. Oh, that's like basically my fetish, guys. Let's see here. Nope, not seeing him here. Maybe he's in East Clocktown. I could have been farming rupees this whole time. Instead, I'm looking for somebody who's not there. Another drink of coffee, please. And this time I'll put it on the actual desk. Ah, some good stuff. I mean, it'd be better if it was warm, in my opinion, but there's something to cold coffee, too. Especially if you've gotten acclimated to this whole Starbucks thing. Alrighty. Okay, I don't think we can find Tingle on the last day. Either that or he's in the eastern part, but let's go ahead and farm this this 9 set of shrubs real quick. 9 set of shrubs real quick. Oh, cool. It just hit midnight. Plop, 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 plop. Fireworks. I have no idea what's going on. It's like some sort of really weird hammer thing that just comes out and then plops down. Boom. But, you know, can't argue with results. It makes some stairs. And what are we supposed to do when we go into that tower? I don't know. And if you can only get in there once per year, do you really want to get in there? Hey, the shrubs are back. I love this theme, by the way. Geez, now my rupees are a perfect meme. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and deposit these real quick. We can go in any time between now and 6 a.m. And we will. We will. I think we have infinite time once we get in there. I really love this about games when the starting is the ending. And you'll see what I mean here in a minute. What's this? You need something on a day like this? So you haven't evacuated yet. You're amazing, little guy. Deposit rupees. Excuse me, but let me take a look at you. I kind of want to be this guy when I grow up, you know? Wait. I should be an adult by now. I don't know. Can I do this? Just go 70? No? Okay, fine, whatever. Alright, he has 142. That's great. I could have 192 if I didn't buy this bomb bag, but you know me, I just had to do that. Speaking of, do I have bombs? I do have bombs, it just won't let me use them. Yeah, I can't use them. Fine, be that way. Let's go ahead and use the Deku script thing. We had to do this to get up there. This was part of the side quest that turned out to be part of the main quest. To get up here, and now it's open. Don't stop now. Look, you can get up there now. Awesome. Let's do that. Cinema time. He's been hanging on to that for 3 days. He chucked my horse, but he held on to that for 3 days. Sis! Ah, Tail, we've been looking for you too. Hey, Skull Kid, what if you gave that mask you're wearing back now? Hey, come on, are you listening? Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon, hurry, the 4 who are there, bring them here. Vanilla chocolate, windows, leaf, blue Yoshi. I can name 4 random nouns too, Tail. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. No, what are you doing to my brother? Skull Kid, what do you think? You're still our friend after all that? Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me, hee hee. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. Can barely hear it. Well, that's a problem. The moon that was feet away is now becoming inches away. It's okay, game. It's alright. You know, survive. Let's go and get our magic back. I think we just have to shoot him. I'm fairly certain about that. Right in the foot. Alright, let's go ahead and get that back. I wish it didn't alias through the ground, but hey, what can you do? You got the Ocarina of Time back. Princess Zelda gave you this precious instrument. Set it to sea and blah blah blah. You can press suddenly memories of Princess Zelda come rushing back to you. You are already leaving this land of Hyrule, aren't you? Oh, thanks to the exposition, Zelda. Definitely need to know that this was from toward the end of Ocarina of Time. Even though it was only a short time, I feel like I've known you forever. I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule. And I believe in my heart that a day will come when I shall meet you again. Until that day comes, please take this. A lot of Zelda games actually have a lot to do with time manipulation. I'm praying that your journey will be a safe one. If something should happen to you, remember this song. Yes, not Zelda's Lullaby, but, you know, the Song of Time. The Song of Time itself. Okay. You know, it's my memory. I'm going to mess up however, like... Whoops. Okay, that time was actually unintentional. Okay. Whoops. Alright. There we go. Even in your own memories, you are a poor memory loser, Link. Captain. Lapton. Clink. You remember the Song of Time. This melody lingering on the edges of your mind is a song of the memories of Princess Zelda. In Ocarina of Time, we switched places from 7 years ago to the current day. The Goddess of Time is protecting you. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. They never get into the Goddess of Time. There's the whole 3 goddesses thing of the Triforce, but none of them are goddesses of time. Just saying. Snap out of it. What are you doing, lost in memories? Get yourself together. Getting that old Ocarina back isn't going to help us. Or will it? Somebody, anybody got us some time? Help us, please. We need more time. What an odd thing to say. Tattle. Navi. Okay. So let's go ahead and use the Ocarina, which doesn't look like an Ocarina of On. Doesn't look like an Ocarina at all. Huh? When did you get that instrument? Alright, so let's do that thing. Yeah. There's my memory. I like how the instrument changes depending on your form. Save and return the dawn the first day, yes. Yeah, this is the saving screen you get for the GameCube. Normally it's just supposed to, you know, cut between the two screens instantly. Did I deposit? Yeah, I did deposit this rupees. Good. Okay, you see my stuff flying out, like all the bombs and the Deku nuts and stuff. But I keep the Ocarina. I keep a lot of things, actually. I keep bottles, but I don't keep the things that are in the bottles. Wow, this happened again. And this happened again. Why did I let this happen to me? Couldn't I have done something differently, you think? Whoa. Stay back, Happy Mask. Dawn of the first day. 72 hours remain. Somehow we're outside, though. I think we should be back indoors, actually. What just happened? Everything has... Yeah, it's back to the same level that it started at. Started over. Yeah. What are you anyway? That song you played, that instrument. That instrument. Wait, that's it, your instrument. The mask salesman said if you got back the precious thing that was stolen from you, he could return you to normal. To normal. Did you completely forget or what? No, I was just about to go back in there. Jerk. Alright, let's get back in there. Talk to Happy Mask. Then he will not be happy because we did not get his thing back. Hi. Were you able to recover your precious item from that imp in the under 2 seconds that you were gone? Yes, somehow. Oh, you got it. And here's a piano out of nowhere. Then listen to me. Please play this song that I am about to perform and remember it well. He needs a 1,000 key piano to play 3 notes. Yes. Also, he's not wearing his bag. I'm not used to seeing him do that. Do you love me, the Song of Healing? You played the Song of Healing. I think there's something to be said about Link here actually waving goodbye to the giant thing. It's just, I don't know. There's a lot to say about it, but you know, I don't really need to get into it. Plop. There we go. The first mask of many. And by many, I mean 24. This is a melody that heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. It's at this sentence that he kind of lets me know, or reminds me, that the other 2 masks that actually change your form come from dead people. Which kind of, you know, reinforces the fact that that Deku Scrub, I think, was dead. I'm sure it will be of assistance to you in the future. Ah yes, I give you this mask in commemoration of this day. Oh, so you removed my scab, and in commemoration you're going to let me keep the scab. Thanks. Fear not, for the magic has been sealed inside the mask. When you wear it, you will transform into the shape you just were, and when you remove it, you'll return to normal. So, yeah, now I can be a Deku Scrub whenever I want, which shouldn't be very often. Keep it as a memento, blah blah blah. Wear the mask with C to inhabit the body of a Deku, tilt C again to return to normal. Now I have fulfilled my promise to you, so please give me that which you promised me. Uh-oh. Don't tell me. my mask. You did get it back, didn't you? Whoa, that face. You're not supposed to see that face. What have you done to me? If you leave my mask out there, something terrible will happen. In Ocarina of Time, this guy always had the smiley face on at all times. It's only when you like sold a mask and you didn't bring him back the full amount because you spent it or something that he would actually show this angry face. And it would actually, it freaked me out, and it's freaked out everyone I knew back in school that played this who managed to do that. I don't know why the screen went to the floor. That mask was stolen from me. It's called Majora's Mask. Title drop. It is an accursed item from legend that is said to have been used by an ancient tribe in its hexing rituals. Okay. It is said that an evil and wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. Like the ability to crash the moon into the earth, I guess. According to legends, the troubles caused by Majora's Mask were so great. It's basically a nuke. The ancient ones, fearing such a catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse. That sounds reasonable. But now that tribe from the legend has vanished, so no one really knows the true nature of the mask's power. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get that legendary mask. When I finally had it, I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand on end. And now that imp has it, I am begging you, you must get that mask back quickly or something horrible will happen. I'm begging you, you must do it. You know, we're just trusting that this guy can be trusted with the mask too. Really? You'll do it for me? I was certain you would tell me that. You'll be fine. Surely you can do it. Believe in your strengths. Believe. This is actually the most expressive he's ever been. He had two faces in Ocarina of Time. Happy and angry. And you rarely ever saw the angry one. And you didn't want to see the angry one. In this one, he's like all over the place. So he's going to live under the clock tower until we get that back. That mask, the Skull Kid uses the power of that mask to do those terrible things. Well, whatever it takes, we gotta do something about it. The swamp, mountains, ocean, and canyon that Tail was telling us about. I bet he was referring to the 4 areas just outside town. There's one in each compass direction, but what do you suppose he meant by the 4 who are there? I have no idea. He always skips important stuff. I guess we should just go and find out. If we go through that gate straight ahead, we'll be heading in the direction of the swamp. Yes. Sounds good to me. Now the dog is friendly, whereas if we are a Deku Scrub... I know we just got done being a Deku Scrub, but I'm going to switch right back. And here's some nightmares for you guys, by the way. Oh yeah, beautiful. Oh wait, the dog attacked me earlier. I didn't need to show that off. Cool. Let's go ahead and get the fairy back together. Hey, how's it going? Coffee. Deposit mail here. Ka-ching. I don't have any mail. Thank you for using the postal system. Ka-ching. So, Mr. Mask Guy, who just mailed something. We'll get into that much later. So much later it hurts. I know I said I'd reset time and save and call it a day, but let's get this thing real quick. And this is why I equipped the mask, by the way, so I can jump up and get that thing. Okay, now let's unequip and like never equip this again. That'd be great. Except we have to for a large chunk of the next section of the game. How many time resets does it usually take to beat this game? I'd say, you know, for somebody who's intermediate, you know, beginner intermediate, it should take 1 or 2 per dungeon. 1 for the intermediates, 2 for the beginners. If you're really good, you can beat it all in one go. Maybe with the time reset or something. Right. Great Fairy's over there, but, you know, these shrubs right here, guys, I gotta do this. Speaking of, I think the Deku Link is probably better at harvesting this. Because he moves and harvests at the same time. Cool. another thing we're going to do is we're going to use the owl statue to save. That's going to be handy. Alright, so she said she's going to give us something if we come back as Human Link, I presume. Yeah, just like that. Everything else went back to normal, or went back to how it was in the beginning. I'm not actually a big fan of these Great Fairies of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I actually like the ones from Wind Waker. Oh, Tattle and you, kind young one, thank you for returning my broken shard form. I'm the Great Fairy of Magic. For now, all I can offer you. Allow me to ease your weariness. Okay, she said she would help me more. Does this do something for me? She said all she could do is ease my weariness, but oh, kind young one, scattered throughout the 4 temples of this land are broken stray fairies like me. Please find a way to save them and return them to their fountains. Surely they will add to your strength. Oh, okay, this is what she does. Allow me to grant you this something good so that the stray fairies will not fear you. This is actually very helpful. Incredibly helpful. A little creepy, but incredibly helpful. You got the Great Fairy Mask. Wear it with ease. Stray fairies will fly to you when you wear it. You'll know when you're close to a fairy who's lost in a temple if the mask's hair begins to shimmer. Double helpful. Come see me when you're blah blah blah. Okay. So, what's this? 2 masks out of 24? We're 1/12 of the way done, guys. So that means this should only be 12 episodes long, right? Right? I don't know. We'll see. I bet you it won't be that many. Okay. I was hoping she was going to give me a sword technique that lets me charge my sword, but apparently getting knocked 2 feet off of a dwarf horse is enough to make me forget very, very basic things. And also lose all my heart containers. I don't know. Be careful when riding horses, guys. Jeez. Yeah, let's save the owl statue. This is an important thing I want to bring up, because when you save the owl statue, you're not actually saving, so to speak. You are, it's kind of like when you save here, it forces you to make it a temporary save, and once you continue it, erases it, if that makes sense. So yeah, go ahead and, slow down the video and read that if you wanted. We're just going to go ahead and save and quit here for now, because we're going to use our North American version privilege and do that. So yeah, as soon as you save, it quits you out of the game, and as soon as you begin again, it's going to, erase the temporary save. And yeah, so you can't really use the owl to save traditionally, so to speak. So yeah, cool. This will be it. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out here. Thank you guys so much for watching me play Majora's Mask. I was thinking about, hopefully doing the 3DS version, but I was looking into how to get my 3DS to play that. And, well, you have to, ship it off somewhere and get somebody to install it, and that's a very expensive process. And that's just for the process. I'm not including the shipping and handling, guys. Somebody else did something pretty cool where they actually, set up a camera that recorded their 3DS live while they played Pokemon. That looked pretty cool, but it also looked incredibly not complicated, but, it's a huge investment. I don't know if I'll be playing that many 3DS games, so I'm kind of looking for a quick, short, easy solution. One that's also ethical as well, so, I'm kind of short on options. But hey, I'm happy to be playing Majora's Mask Nintendo 64/GameCube version, so that'll be that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been Captain Thief playing Majora's Mask. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.